Welcome to the TransForum. The great issues of our day demand clarity, and today we'll be addressing the question, how do we balance the need for global cooperation and national sovereignty?
I'm Dennis Peacock, back with another edition of the TransForum. And in this edition, we're talking about the larger question of foreign policy, which is obviously related to national sovereignty and international unity and the way in which a nation conducts foreign policy. And I want to talk today about something that I simply say with pain, good luck, Iraq. And the principle here, and the TransForum is all about principle-based analysis of news issues. That's what makes us unique, so to speak. The principle is winning a war. In winning a war, you have to answer the question, hey, what do you want to leave behind? Now, a lot of us, and yours truly who's put a whole lifetime into political issues and political economics and all that kind of good stuff, a lot of us had a huge question about the invasion of Iraq. Not whether or not we could militarily win, that is on the battlefield, and obviously some reservations about did Saddam Hussein really have weapons of mass destruction. I personally believe, especially having read some of the account of one of his senior generals, that they moved a lot of that stuff into Syria, but that's a side question at this point. The question is, did anybody in Washington, D.C. have an exit strategy? Was there anybody or numbers of people who were talking to President Bush about, hey, what are we going to leave behind? Well, that's the challenge we now find ourselves in, or the Iraqis find themselves in. What do we leave behind? We're leaving unresolved power sharing. We're leaving unresolved ethical issues and unresolved ethnic issues. We got the Kurds, the Iraqis, other ethnic groups. They haven't resolved their stuff. We're leaving behind unresolved religious issues, the Sunnis, the Shiites, and certainly the Christians, who recently have suffered a barrage of church bombings and persecution. Now, what's really strange about this to me is that we're leaving behind no special U.S. envoy. Pretty dumb. You know, President Clinton, whatever else you may think about his policies, he was fairly savvy on some levels. He at least left a special U.S. envoy to Bosnia. He didn't just leave them in a normal status, so to speak. When I say good luck, Iraq, there's a degree of pain in that question. We've lost a lot of human lives from this country there, and certainly taken a lot of lives in that country. We obviously did not ask some really important social questions, demographic questions, economic questions, spiritual questions when we went in there. Now the price is going to be paid for not having asked those questions. God help the sacrifices that have been made in that nation to be worthwhile. This is Dennis Peacock for the TransForum. Let's engage.